Good afternoon. This is the Smoke That Thunders Off Air. I'm your host, the Giraffe Award winner, Sean Makavu, and I have a family member on the show today, my sister, Stephanie Mpofu. How are you doing, Stephanie?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
The pleasure is all ours. And I'd want to start on asking you how long you've been in Poland.
Well, I've been in Poland since 2021.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you start off in Warsaw, or you were in a different city before that?
Well, I started in Lublin. So when I got here, I started my university in Lublin and I was doing nursing. And then in 2023, I was in my final year then. That's when I was working in Warsaw, but part-time, and I was still, doing my studies. So it was like juggling between two cities at once. And then I moved to Warsaw permanently last year.
Oh, wow. And how was it juggling two cities simultaneously? Because it's obviously a 2-hour trip from Warsaw to Lublin, but also it's also very different communities, very different lifestyle, different sizes.
Yeah.
So could you probably share more on that particular aspect?
Well, in terms of the transport, it was one of those where the first days, obviously, it was hectic because I'm thinking 2 hours is too long. But then I feel like as you get used to it, 2 hours is like nothing. As soon as I get into the train, I don't even sleep. I wouldn't even sleep, I would be like, what, next thing I'm in Warsaw. So it was something that I was now used to. And it was one of those that I knew I had to get that money. And I also knew I had to get that degree. So it was one of those that I just had to do it. And I got it done. Yeah.
And you had to obviously break the barrier of both studying and working. And now you're in Warsaw, you're a big city girl. I know from Zimbabwe, you're in a big city too.
Yeah.
How have you enjoyed the big city experience?
Well, I must say that I love Warsaw. Compared to Lublin, there's, both the pros and cons, of course, of each city. With Warsaw, I think my favorite part is that it's quite big. And in terms of, I really love going out in terms of like trying new restaurants, new places, cafes and all that. So I always feel like Lublin is quite limited, and maybe you try out a place and maybe 4 places and then that's it. But then with Warsaw, there's always new different places to try out. So I think that's one thing that I love about Warsaw, being someone who, loves to try out different places to eat. Yeah.
Fantastic. And maybe fast forward into today. Today you're at a confidence seminar. What have you learned, if you've learned anything from this?
Well, I must say that I really learned a lot from especially Dr. Priyanka. It made me realize that, confidence doesn't necessarily mean that you've got it covered, like you've got it all together. You understand? It's something that you can have whilst you going through a broken place, or you don't have it all together. But the fact that you're going through it and you're allowing yourself to actually go through it and to work through it, that is where confidence comes in. So confidence doesn't necessarily mean that you've got it all together and, everything is okay.
So confidence is a process, not a destination.
Exactly.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I think I would have loved to learn that. And what's one message you'd take to the audience watching that you got from today? Would it be the same from Dr. Priyanka, or do you have something else that's different?
Well, okay, so to the audience, I must say that one thing that they probably need to, to carry with them is that there's always room for improvement. Like as a person, you shouldn't put yourself in one box and not, come out of it. There's always room for improvement, and the people that you surround with as well, it matters, and the networking matters as well. Getting to experience and attending such events as well, it really builds you as a person instead of just being in your comfort zone. So getting out of your comfort zone is everything.
Yeah, fantastic. And you coming on was getting out of your comfort zone, so that's good practice.
Yeah, and it was raining today.
We wanted to come out on a rainy day.
Yeah.
And finally, I know you're very supportive of your friends, and you defend your friends jealously. Where do you think that comes from, your ability to protect your friends and also fight for your friends?
Well, I must say it's because my friends also don't play about me. That's the honest truth, yeah. And it's one of those that I really have an amazing circle of friends. Of course, I do know a lot of people, But then I do have my close circle, and those people have like stood by me. And it's one of those that I feel like they've really been there for me, you know, and it's one of those that I know that they've got my back, and I'll always have their back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you wanna shout out any of them?
Well,
Oh, you're afraid to miss out.
yeah, I'm feeling afraid. Yeah, but they know themselves.
They know
They know themselves.
Okay, fantastic. And probably that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for
Thank
allowing to do
you.
this. This has been the Smoke That Thunders Off Air, and that is a wrap.